Yeah, like this traffic just to go 2 exits is just too much. Jazzy the Realtor here, and today we're going to be talking about things I need to know before I join a team or before I become solo. So they're two completely separate things. Teams are great, being solo is great, but you guys gotta really know the tea, because once you make that decision, that's your first foot stepping off the boat when you step into real estate, your first days, okay? So we're gonna jump straight into the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get it cracking. So number one, if you are not self-disciplined, do not try to go solo by yourself starting off, okay? That's just period, point blank. Like, if you're not the type of person that likes to like jump into things head on, figure things out, not ask questions and just kind of go with the flow, do not, oh, what am I saying? Yeah, if you're not the type of person, don't be solo, join a team. Okay, but I think the main and biggest point that you guys need to understand and know as a new real estate agent, nobody's giving you anything for free. Like, I feel like that's the one thing that real estate agents come into this industry thinking, like whether you're on the team or you're solo, nobody's coming in saying, here's the code, here's the book, this is everything you have to know. Like, if you want to work, you have to work. Like, it's you do or you die in real estate. And I feel like people really don't get that. It's like, oh, I'm interviewing to go to this brokerage and this is so great and this person's gonna help me. Like, they're gonna help you for like a month and then they're gonna look at you and they're gonna walk the other way, because at the end of the day, this is your job, this is your check, and you're the one who has to figure out if this is something that you really want or not. And that's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, and that's why a lot of people, they stop in real estate, or like they blame their failures their first few years on everybody else, because they don't look in the mirror and say, well, it's really my fault. Why don't you know how to write a contract? Why are you relying on someone on your team to write a contract for you, right? Like, why don't you know what a contract is? Why can't you answer the questions that your client is trying to ask you, right? Like, it's one thing if it's once, and then it's another if it's twice, but if it's 3 times, it's like, get it together. Like, this is a career, this is your life. And once people realize that you're not working for your money and you're just letting things happen for, like, you're just taking, you're not giving, they're gonna look at you. They're gonna look at you and they're gonna watch you fail. And you wanna know why? Because in real estate, like the ones who wanna work, they survive, and the ones that don't, they just don't. And there really is no way to put it. It's like, the culture is rough and tough. Like, there are great moments, there are great people, but at the end of the day, it's like, if you don't work, you don't eat. And who wants to be associated with somebody who's not trying to work? Like, if y'all dogs, let's just say, okay, y'all not dogs, but you know what I mean? Like, let's say we dogs and we going down the street trying to find food, we hungry, and we got little doggy over here not doing no work. It's like, you can't really be in our pack because you're not doing what it does. Like, you're not trying to see where the next meal is coming from, because everybody here is hungry. So if you're not hungry too, you gotta go, right? So I think that's the mindset you have to have coming in before you even pick a brokerage, before you even pick anything, because that's what's gonna separate you from the next person, right? Like, are you down or are you not? Are you in front of the pack or are you in the back? And I feel like I just explained this very well, like the difference. 90-10 or 90-10, or it might be 95-5, whatever it is, I don't freaking know. But that might be your split, okay? Not saying that the splits will be that great, but I'm just saying that that's an example of a split. So when I say 90-10, you would walk home with 90% of your commission, and then the brokerage would walk away with 10%. But when you're on a team, it's a little bit more tricky, because there's a lot more expectations or things that you have to meet, right? So the first and the biggest thing is your commission split. It's not gonna be no 90-10. It's gonna be like 60-40 or 40-60 or 37. Like, it's gonna be a lot different because there's a lot of advantages that come with being a team. One being that you're literally on a team, right? You have somebody to converse with, you have people to jump ideas off of, you have people around you that are going to support you in your new journey in real estate. And not saying they're gonna do everything for you, but at least you'll have someone to contact, you'll have someone on top of you that's making sure that you're doing the things that you need to be doing. And not saying that they're literally gonna be doing that, but they will give you the tools to be able to be great. I think that's the benefit of being on a team. And it comes with expectations, right? It's like, well, this is what you need to do to really stay on the team. Some, I don't know if most teams come with leads. That's also a benefit. There's a lot of networking opportunity that you're able to have when you're on a team. So it's whatever the split is. So let's say you work for XP Realty or like William Ravis or something like that. There might be, it's like a family, right? Like, you're getting less money, but there's more opportunity to learn from other people's mistakes, other people's successes. You're able to call somebody on the phone and say, hey, what do you think about this, and brainstorm. Like, there's a lot of great things you can get from that. But then when you're solo, like, you get to walk away with more money. And it's like, when you fail and you keep it pushing, right? You fail until you learn, but you don't have to listen to what nobody has to say. We're still under the umbrella of following like the code, what is it, the Realtor code of conduct. Like, there are certain things you gotta do, but you're still able to be yourself and learn real estate for what it is and really get down and dirty and really understand who do you want to be as in a contracted real estate agent, and not really having those expectations of someone on top of you defining who you are as a real estate agent. I think that's what separates them both. So personally, I am on a team. I don't really want to say this in every video, but I've been in the real estate world for forever. My mother has her own brokerage. And that's a good question. I should address this. Like, why didn't I just join hers? And it's not that I don't want to or I can't. It's just the fact that, like, she's trying to retire and I need to be around people, around networking opportunities that are new, that are different, right? Like, everything's on the internet now, and she's still like old school, like on paper, like writing contracts on paper. But things like that, like, I want to be exposed to the shifting realities of real estate, and kind of just being on top of the news and knowing what's going on and just being in the know. And I feel like I have an advantage when I'm on a team. But being on the team is great. It's awesome. You meet a lot of people, and there are a lot of experiences that are gonna just naturally happen to you, and you're gonna be like, just blessed things that's gonna happen to you when you're on a team that you didn't even realize. Like, dang, you're gonna meet this cool person and they're gonna teach you what to look for in the basements, how to smell mold, what does a bad roof look like, things like that. Or like, how do I contact zoning, or you know what I mean? Like, you have contacts. But also on a solo, you're like, it's all you. And once you get that W, once you get that W and that check, you can be like, period, I did it by myself. But so you still did it by yourself when you're on the team. But you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Okay. I feel like we're done here. I hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And your girl is coming back a few times a week, hopefully. More video ideas below. Come on, let's pass your real estate test. I'm rooting for you, you're rooting for me. And let's come up 2023. Your dedicated agent out.